What's going on, guys? This is JT here. I am over here on the Android server on my main account. Sadly, it is only 844 might, but I do have 10,000 gems. I am saving up. This is just the account that I use every time I sign on Android before I roll on other accounts. And earlier today, I went to do a rolling session on the rank 14 player Hamid's account, and I noticed when I went to check his rank, I was like, okay, this guy's 375,000 might. Like, what rank is this on Android? And he was ranked 14th. Absolute beast account. But I noticed one thing. I noticed that the rank 1 player's account name was now game-is-dead. And he's 410,000 might. And I know who this player is, and I was like, man, that is absolutely ridiculous that he changed his name to that. And then when I clicked on his base, his whole base is, this game is broken a million times. Now, here's what I think about this. This is the reason why this player thinks the game is dead, so to speak, although it's definitely not dead. Castle Clash is making more money now than they were last year, and on top of that, they have more downloads, and the game's actually spreading pretty good. And the reason why is because when you spend money in Castle Clash, you get way more rewards now than you did back then. So a player that's rank 1 in this position, I know who this guy is. He has 410,000 might. He has hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in this game. And now he's looking back and he's like, wow, they're coming out with all these rewards. I have other players that are catching up to me like very easily. They don't have to spend near as much money. And what it is this guy's just salty. He's just straight up salty. He is mad because IGG released all these rewards at such cheap prices compared to what they used to be, and all these other accounts are getting built up a lot easier than they used to be. Now, my opinion is it's very good that IGG did that, because now it's getting all the players involved. You know what I mean? Instead of having, like, I don't know, the 10 players that spend hundreds of thousands of dollars only be the ones with the good accounts. You know what I mean? Now you don't have to spend anywhere near as much as what you used to really fully max out a whole account. You know what I mean? Like, this guy spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. You could probably make the same exact account as he has right here now for like 1/10 of what he spent on this account. No joke. So that is why he thinks that the game is dead and this game is broken. Now, my thoughts are, it's very good for the game that they're giving out all these rewards. It's absolutely insane. Like, look what you get. Back in the day when this guy started, for instance, when you go to buy a pack, all you got was 16,800 gems. That's all you got when he started. You didn't get 70% bonus. You know what I mean? That's just ridiculous. Now you get 30,000 gems. But on top of that, there was no such thing as a bazaar, or no such thing as December gifts or May gifts or whatever the winter gifts. You know what I mean? 11 fame boxes, 11 Mastery Essence 3s. You know what I mean? The rewards these days are absolutely absurd. And the rank 1 player sitting back and he's like, man, I spent all this money, and now that I can't just run over everybody with ease, the game's broken. Like, that's how he thinks. He's like, I spent all this money, now people are catching up to me, and I can't just one-shot every single thing in the game anymore. So now he's salty, and now he's like, oh, the game is dead. No, the game's not dead, bro. I'm sitting here with 100,000 subscribers on YouTube with millions of views on a daily or on a monthly basis. No, the game's not dead, bros. The game is not dead, and this guy is just straight up salty. He is so mad because he can't one-shot everybody, and there's accounts building up, and they are taking over. You know what I mean? He's so mad about it. It's so crazy. It's funny to see that. So, yeah, basically the point of making this video was, yeah, the game is not dead, and this guy is just straight up salty. And maybe I shouldn't have made this video, but I felt like, you know, I don't know, I was like, here's the thing. Whenever they started implementing all these insane rewards, I personally myself, you guys know, I have tons of money invested in Castle Clash. I was like, man, like, they are giving out what I used to spend, you know, hundreds of dollars for basically like 20 bucks now, right? So I had to sit back and I was like, well, you know what? This is honestly overall really good for the game, because now when your middleman player, so to speak, buys gems, they get way more rewards than they would used to. So it's now making a lot of players that just have mediocre accounts actually buy gems And now they can build up a strong account as so a top player can without having as much struggle. I mean, you can literally spend, I don't know, like $500 these days and get easily 6 of the best heroes maxed out. You know what I mean? Like, that is pretty freaking awesome in my opinion. It just gives everybody the same type of what's the word I'm looking for? It gives more people the same ability to make the same teams as other people, whereas in, you know, years ago, if you dumped in hundreds of thousands of dollars, you could just absolutely take over the whole entire game, and that's what he did, because I remember who this player is, and now he's salty that he can't just go and one-shot everybody's base, or he just doesn't have the best account in the game anymore, and he's soon going to be passed up. So, all in all, I mean, I honestly think that what IGG is doing to Castle Clash is a positive thing, no doubt about it, with all the extra events that they're coming out with, all the different ways to get resources in the game. It's definitely a positive thing, and a lot more players are actually enjoying Castle Clash now than they did multiple years ago when you could spend $100 and have to roll, I don't know if you guys remember this, but man, you could spend $100 and roll talents on one hero, and when you roll talent, oh man, what? I still got to go through the training on this account? Why the heck is it making me go through the training on this account? I've clearly already done that. But back in the day, whenever you... Oh, wow. Now I'm going to be stuck in the training too? Get out of here, Dad. Get out of here. So back in the day, when you used to roll talents on a specific hero, it was only for that hero. So let's say, for instance, I used the talent refresh and I got this 2 of 8 revive. Well, I had to either say, like, well, do I want to put this 2 of 8 revive on Executioner, or do I want to just roll over it? If I wanted to put that 2 of 8 revive, let's say, on the Shaman, I didn't have that option to do it back in the day. So IGG has just, month after month, improved the players, or improved the game for not only free-to-play players, but also for pay-to-play players majorly. It's just made it to where there's competition across the board. Like, even myself, like, I used to absolutely murder Lost Battlefield every single time, and Guild Wars too. It wasn't even a challenge. I would just sign on, bam, just run over everybody. Like, what's the fun in that? Now it's actually nice that all these other players are stepping their game up, and they have basically the same account as I do, so to speak. So it makes it challenging for everyone. But anyway, I'm not going to blabber on any longer. That's pretty much it. This guy's just straight up salty, and no, Castle Clash is not dead. The game is not broken. If anything, it's better than ever right now with all the rewards that they're actually handing out, building up all these accounts. But anyway, guys, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I am out of here for now. Peace out, fellas.